Hello everybody and welcome to Pravus Gaming. Let's play some more Plague Inc. Evolved in the custom scenarios. There is a scenario that's been making its way up the popular tab lately that I have not heard of. It's called MEV-1 Contagion, instead of Contagion, by Mayhem Zip. Don't touch anyone, cover your mouth, nothing spreads like fear. Ooh, I like that. Virus from the movie with events corresponding. Uh-oh, what movie? Oh no, it's one of them scenarios where I don't know the reference, so I'm gonna look like an idiot. My basis for symptoms and transmission are based on Nipah and H1N1, which I believe are the two diseases in the movie. I have got the symptoms as accurate as possible, added some extra transmissions to be realistic. Alright. That sounds fun, but it looks like some events aren't happening. Fun. Virus, ATP boost, Darwinist, Aquaside, Streamophile, and Symptostasis all should end up being just fine. MEV-1, you are the MEV-1 virus. It's a combination of H1N1 and Nipah. There will be symptoms from both viruses in the Symptoms tab and transmissions that the respective viruses would also have. We have to start in Hong Kong, apparently. Somewhere near Hong Kong, the wrong pig met the wrong bat. Oh gosh, that sounds... It's Pig Batman! The world knows both the Nipah virus and the H1N1 virus, but are they prepared to fight a combination of both? Probably not! So it's like swine flu meets Nipah? That is what H1N1 is, right? I think it's like swine flu. I think so? Transmission. So what do we got? We got Nipah transmission and advanced Nipah. The Nipah virus develops a new strain that, because of your similarities, will get exchanged. Huge boosts. Because of your similarities. Okay. I guess we're saying that the actual Nipah virus, not us, but the actual Nipah virus develops a new strain, but because they're cousins, basically we just exchange DNA and we get to benefit from their advancement, I guess? Same with H1N1. Okay. We have fomites, good for the wealthy and urban environments, not bad starting in China. Horses, susceptible to the pathogen, good in the rural areas. Dogs and cats, good in urban areas, especially since the Chinese do eat dogs, so that could work. Ducks and geese. Birds become susceptible. Avian land transmission. Like it. Okay, so we've gone for the dogs. We probably should go for the fomites next. Symptoms. Swine symptoms. The virus becomes better at infecting pigs. Higher infectivity and transmission without severity. That sounds like it should belong in the transmission tab, not in the symptoms. That's not a symptom. Same with bats. Exact same description there. Photophobia. Sensitivity and pain when eyes are exposed to sunlight. Slows future research speed, but slightly reduces the infection rate. Makes a lot of sense to me. Abilities, we have our cold, heat, and drug resistance. Also, increase RO1. Increase the RO from 2 to 3. Greatly increases infectivity. What the heck does that mean? What's RO? That's probably like a chemical term or something. Does it have to do with chemical bonding? It's been a long time since I've had to think about, like, my molecular biology. No, not biology. Sorry, molecular chemistry. I have no idea. That probably is not at all what it has to do with. All I know is it's incredibly effective, so we're going to pick it up. Increase RO2 from 3 to 4, greatly increasing infectivity. I don't know what this does. I really have no idea. All I know is the stat increase is freaking fantastic. So... better than urban transmission, I guess. Next one costs 21 DNA, though, so that's probably a little bit much. Let's go for the fomites. Then fomites 2. Very good in the wealthy and urban environments. China may not be considered wealthy, but it is very urban. So we're going to spread extremely fast. And as we get around to places like Europe, we're just going to be that much more effective right from the get-go. Wouldn't mind getting, let's say, some land transmission. We could also really use some rural transmission. So that we get better in places like Russia. Let's see. Headache. Strong headache behind the eyes causes discomfort and reduces ability to work. Coughing, very good in urban areas, pick it up. Fatigue, extreme tiredness resulting in less social anxiety but harder to cure. That just sounds like a win for me. Less social anxiety. Are we trying to induce social anxiety? Is that a negative? I don't know. Diarrhea. Poor countries are extra vulnerable. Confusion, hard to concentrate on the complex work. And vomiting, increasing the risk of infection by a fair margin. We're going to go ahead and pick that up for relatively cheap. I don't think that we need to go for the headache right now. We are in Russia a little early, so let's go for the horses so we have some rural transmission working in our favor. I still would like to get the avians just so we can get some land transmission going. We also could go for more fomites in the wealthy and urban environments. And it does kind of function almost like drug resistance, but at this point, drug resistance is going to be cheaper than going for another level of fomites. So let's pick this up first. We do need to get some of that cold resistance. Now, because we started in China, which is not hot or cold, we don't have a particular resistance to either. So we may want to get some heat transmission as well. And I will pick that up just so we spread faster in, let's say, Southeast Asia, India, and so on. Get that extra DNA by infecting a pretty massive population pool. India apparently quite crowded A little bit more cold resistance would be good, and that's probably all I'm going to invest in on that front. Now we can focus on more symptoms, probably. What do I want to get, though? That's a good question. We could go for the bat symptoms. Don't see the point. Confusion. Let's go ahead and grab confusion. That leads to pneumonia for the cold climates. Love that. Seizures, random blackouts, and fits reduce the patient's ability to function independently. Can be fatal. Let's go for the headache to make it harder to work on us. And then I guess, yeah, we probably do want to go for fomites level 3. Journalist is warning about the new disease, but Noon seems to care. Noon. You always care about the most important of things, such as apocalyptic plagues. God bless that Noon. Oh, was that supposed to be no one? Sorry, I'm being facetious. I know it. We did get into Sweden shockingly early, considering we're spreading very early into Russia. We're hitting critical mass in no time flat. Do we want to go for the extra boosts? I have no idea if these are going to unlock new symptoms. It'd be really cool if they did. We could also go for increasing R2, which I guess I will do. It's expensive, but we're incredibly effective. What I need now at this point is lots and lots of severity and lethality. We got into Greenland pretty early on. Madagascar actually is probably more of our threat here. We did get into the Caribbean, so if we can get around to Madagascar, which I think Saudi Arabia can do, we'll be going pretty fast. Lethal swine symptoms just fired. Okay, increasing lethality to humans because of famine, especially bad in the poor countries. I'm going to go ahead and devolve that because it's a little bit too much considering we haven't gotten into an island nation, but hopefully very soon we will see that happen. Could go for a bit more heat transmission, and that wouldn't be the worst of ideas. These are expensive as freaking heck. They are lethal, though, so I guess that's a way of building up some lethality. Got it. All right, we're in there. Bat symptoms are done. Let's see. Aggressive bats, a minor increase in lethality, but lethal swine symptoms is extremely effective. Let's go for the seizures. That leads to respiratory failure. Results from inadequate gas exchange by the respiratory system, meaning that the arterial oxygen, carbon dioxide, or both cannot be kept at normal. Very, very lethal. Let's go for the lethal swine symptoms, and let's go for advanced Nipah and see if that unlocks anything new. It does not. Unfortunate. Would have been nice. I'm going to go for some genetic hardening, just to slow down the cure speed a little bit. I'd like to go for a little bit more score if possible. An epidemiologist has been confirmed dead. The death of the woman is a hard blow on the effort to try to contain the virus. It has sent a big message to the rest of the world. Namely, invest everything you've got in saving us from this virus. We're all going to die. That's the message they should be taking out of it, but I'm not sure they're going to. Aggressive bats. Canada is having a hard time falling prey to us. We actually have a lot of lethality going right now, so I'm going to go for some more genetic hardening. Could almost justify going for heat resistance and overall more climate resistance just to get around better in places like Canada. But I don't think that that's actually a good investment right now. How are we doing? Are we hitting critical mass there? Starting to. How are we doing in places like Algeria? So far not killing fast enough to be a threat, so that's okay. We actually mutated the rest of our symptoms, so that is now done. We're going to go for advanced H1N1. Okay, so we got a huge boost in everything. And that is it. We've gotten all the transmissions, all the symptoms. I'm going to go ahead and grab the heat resistance, and we could go for environmental hardening. Would certainly speed things up a little bit, but the heat resistance has meant that we were hitting critical mass in Africa extremely fast, and that's really all that mattered. So now I'm just going to go for some genetic reshuffle and keep resetting the cure until we win. Journalist is claiming that Forsythia, there we go, is a cure. Without scientific proof, there is a danger that people believing in this remedy will have faith and immunity which will kill them. Yes, use Forsythia. I don't remember what that is. What's Forsythia? Somebody tell me in the comment section down below. I have no idea. I could Google it. I will probably Google it. But not right now. Right now I am playing a video game. Genetic reshuffle level 3 is done. I probably will go ahead and get the environmental hardening if we have enough DNA, just because I can say that I got literally everything. But no, looks like I have been cut off from my DNA pool. So now we're just waiting for the rest of the world to die at this point. That wasn't too bad. We were pretty quick. For some reason, we were going back into 2010 for the start of this scenario, or I guess it was 2011. We are about to hit 1 year, and unfortunately, we can't kill any faster than this, so would have been nice to kill the world in less than a year. That would have been almost a guaranteed 3 stars, I think, but we did not get that. Still, we're pretty close. I think we'll be done by about day 400. About? Maybe a little bit less? I was off by 2 days. Ah, well, I feel pretty good. 402 days, yeah, lost our 3rd star, oh well. 61,056 points, 2 stars, 31% cure progress. That was pretty quick. I don't know an absolute ton about H1N1 and Nipah. Actually, I know a little bit about H1N1. We've done some scenarios on that in the past. I don't know an absolute ton about Nipah, so I'm not sure how accurate this is. I'm going to assume that the author did their research and is correct in most of it. Overall, it wasn't a poorly balanced scenario. It seemed to work out just fine. I do still think that the extra transmission for bats and stuff doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It would be really cool if getting the advanced strains of Nipah or H1N1 into your disease would unlock some new symptoms. That'd be a very natural gating mechanism to add a bit of extra interest, but otherwise, it's not so bad. I really don't know what RO is, and if I knew, I probably would feel a lot smarter, but I don't, so that just seems brokenly good in terms of infectivity for really... I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me, but that's because I don't know. I'll have to look it up later. Anyway, I think it's a fine scenario. I think it's relatively well balanced, so I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, I do recommend it. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask that you hit that like button. Please leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys next time.